Hey there, this is a demonstration of SchoolDesk. Primarily, of course, you use SchoolDesk to automate most of your school tasks like managing your student records. You can, of course, manage staff records and the way fees is paid online. Now, what you're looking at is the main landing page for the SchoolDesk website. If you're a new school, you're invited to explore this page, or you can just click on Get Started here on the top right of the page and just fill up your school's information here. Click on Sign Up, and within minutes a new dashboard will be created for your school exclusively. We will do a preliminary verification and let you have the login information for your school, and from there you land on a dashboard like this. So, getting started, the first thing that you need to do is edit your school's information. So click on School Info and change it to, let's say, My District Public School, My School 1, or My School. I will leave rest of the settings as it is here. Just click on Save. So as soon as you update this, the global settings for your school on this dashboard have changed. So your report cards, your fee receipts, the dashboard name itself, everything would have changed. Let's look at the first section, students. To add new students to the system, you can click on Add, and let's say we add a student named Sumit. We assign a classroom to Sumit 1A. Let's give it a roll number 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just save the student. So a new student, Sumit, has been created for class 1A. That's one way of adding a student, but of course if you have 1,000 students in your school, you would not want to go one by one. And we have a very elaborate import and export system, so you can just give us your student records in an Excel format and we will import the students for you to the system. Now, I have already added a bunch of students in this demonstration. There are about 15 students per class. Let's filter out the class 1A first. Now, looking at the students list, one of the common actions that you would want to do with the list of students is maybe export this list into XLS format. You can select all the students of class 1A, click on Basic XLS and click on Go, and immediately you get a XLS file, and you would notice that everything is very snappy and very fast. It's not that I've tried to speed up this video in any way. Here's the Excel file. You can provide your school's student information in this same format. Give us the records and we'll import all the student records in one shot. So that was action number 1. Second important action with students. You want to download their report cards. Let's select about 5 students this time. Click on report cards. Click on Go. And I've already filled up the sample data. As I said, these are all sample logos. There's nothing important here to hide. So here are the grades for these students, and you can see, it took less than 1 or 2 seconds to generate this. Also, at the start of the session, just select a bunch of students and click on iCard, click Next, and here you get printable iCards on an A4 sheet. You can add a photograph for every student here, but you can notice that instead of several days of back and forth between your printer, it just takes like a few minutes to generate all these iCards. Going to the second segment, which is the classrooms. Again, I've added a bunch of classrooms here and assigned some subjects to every classroom. You can select or remove the subjects. Also, once your school is verified, you will see another column here which says grades, and it gives you the option to edit your class-wise grades. So basically, the class teachers can just come to this section click on a button here to edit the grades. We have hidden it knowingly from the demonstration because it's something that we have spent a lot of time fine-tuning and building. So that's about classrooms. There are staff members, of course. In this demonstration, I've added three teachers. One is an accountant, an admin that we are currently logged in as, and there's a teacher. So you can of course assign a lot of roles to the various staff members. Once the photograph has been added for the teacher, it will start showing up at various places, of course. Also, you can click on one of these and you will immediately get a filtered list of how many people have, say, MCA in your school, or how many people have a BCom degree in your school. So going back, before we move on to finance, let's look at some of the analytics for the school. So uh, click on analytics by school. You can see split by gender and various other stats on your school, religion, hobbies, the sports that students are interested in. And we are adding a lot of features to these analytics in the coming months that we can't wait to show you. There is, of course, also the communication section. You can send SMSs to students. Let's say you click on add test message, select one of the students, Sumit, that we added to class 1A, or you can just remove the search and select a bunch of students and click on send, and there it is. A log is maintained of all the messages that are sent from the system. You can send message to the classes, of course. Select a bunch of classes from here, write a message, or just send it to the whole school. Actually, click on send and the message will go to the class, to all the classes. So that's about most of the basic features. The reason I did not touch on the finance section is because finance is only available to the accountants. So I will log out of this admin account. Let's log in as demo accounts this time. And also the dashboard is super secure. By the way, we are using the most advanced security protocols on this dashboard. So there are good hackers out there, but we do our best to keep the system really secure. Even if something happens, there's a daily backup that we maintain, so we'll restore your school to the previous state. So here we are logged in as accounts this time. If you click on fee payments, let's add a new fee. Let's add a fee for one of the students, Ajay from class 1A. You can see that automatically everything gets filled here. The student's monthly fees is 2000 rupees. So from April to June, the student hasn't paid anything yet. We can select one of the quarters. If we select quarter 1, which is April to June, let's say for a school, it automatically changes the tuition fee to 6000 rupees. Let's say the mode of payment was an NEFT transfer by some bank, and we just save this fee, and a new fee record is created here. You can print the fee receipt. A beautiful receipt will be printed here. You can see my district public school. There are 2 receipts, one for the school, one for the student. We can change this for you, of course. Let's add a few more receipts, a few more fees records. Let's add it for Janice. Save. Paid the April fees. Let's add another student, Albert. Let's say they paid Q1 fees. You can also click on save and print, and in one shot it also brings up the fee receipt. So after you have done this, there are some really interesting filters here. Let's say we filter by Mira, enter. So all the receipts for Mira will be shortlisted here. Remove this filter. Let's check the payment mode by NEFT. There was only one fee payment by this. So as you can see, these are super helpful when you want to quickly sort out which fee receipts were generated on which day, etc., you can select these receipts once you have filtered them, and you can download them in an XLS records, which can be super helpful if you want to maintain an offline database. So your fee records show up in this format. We can update this Excel format to your liking. So these are the basics, and once you start adopting SchoolDesk into your school's workflow, you will immediately start feeling the benefits of just reduced paperwork and just so much automation, and all the headache of maintaining data locally on your computer systems, managing a computer system, power backup. All of that is gone if you care that much about speed, that it'll load on a 3G connection too. So that's it. And there are a lot of new features that we are, of course, continuously developing. Once you get into the workflow, it just becomes a joy to use. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to seeing you over at SchoolDesk.